I mean, the actions speak louder than the words too. Because like following him saying that, obviously nothing was like they made no type of moves. Does that calm me down a little bit?
No, it doesn't. Nothing should calm me down if they're the worst team in the NBA for the second year in a row, and they are historically going to be the worst team in the history of the NBA.
We gotta see.
Saying, "Hey, we got the vibes, we're feeling it out," shouldn't calm me down. They're regressing.
I think you should
not be
calmed down
regressing.
It happens. Teams regress. I actually went back today.
A team
I went and looked at
without
when
Cade
Devin
Cunningham
Booker
for
got
80%
drafted.
of the season is going to be better than this team was this year. That's okay with you? You're okay with that? A team who didn't have their number one pick for a vast majority of the season last year is going to finish with a better record than they will this year. That's not okay.
I think the logical reasoning, yeah, you can make sense of it. He didn't get his guy. He didn't get his coach. I went over that already. But I also went back today, too. I looked at the career director of Devin Booker. Joel Embiid, that was in there, too, just like a Twitter argument. I'm not going to include that one because of injuries and whatnot, too. But, like, in Devin Booker's, like, progression into the playoffs, they had literally gotten worse before they got better. And things like switched around. Also, it was like 5-6 year turnaround until they actually like made the playoff.
It doesn't
like,
make it acceptable.
But it should be acceptable because like that's what it is. Unless you draft a guy like Kevin Durant or like LeBron James, and obviously it's looking like Cade isn't that guy. But I don't think he drafted Jaden Ivey. I think he drafted Jaden Ivey with the expectation of him starting. He didn't get to pick out his coach. Obviously, you get Monty, who doesn't feel that's the situation there yet either. I just think like normally it takes 4 to 5 years. It's not the NFL where things go from like worst to first.
And it's taking 4 to 5 years for them to still be the worst team in the NBA.
Like the first thing to note, they had a bit of housekeeping. They had to clear the cap space with tons of guys like Blake Griffin and more. And then go ahead, Chris or Nick.
I think it's just not acceptable because the over-under was 27.5 games.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the Vegas line was to start. I have season tickets to these disgusting Pistons that we call a franchise right now. This is embarrassing just because Troy Weaver said that it was going to take time. He's not bringing his guys in the preseason doesn't mean that it's acceptable now.
I'm fine with them not being a world beater, but them being an embarrassing product every single night that no one wants to stamp their name to, the worst basketball team in the history of the NBA, and having the worst losing streak in the history of the NBA is completely unacceptable. That cannot happen. You cannot be that bad.